Good evening, folks, and welcome to the Gananoque Curling Club Wine Survivor Final Tribal Council. The action is still going on here at the evening mixed draw. Oh, there we just saw a pretty amazing shot there on ice A. And I'm just going to take a second to turn the camera around so you can check out what's going on ice D as well. I imagine that's why you all tuned in tonight, just to watch some quality mixed curling from a distance. No? You want to get to the main idea this evening? You want to talk about some wine survivor who might win some wine? All right, we'll do that. There we go, folks. So welcome to the final draw of Wine Survivor. It's been another crazy year. Who thought we'd be doing this draw virtually too? Who thought we'd be curling? I mean, we thought we'd be curling all the time now. So anyway, it's great to be back. It's great that I can share a little bit of mixed Tuesday night curling here. At least we're back doing it, right? So, and Wine Survivor has been another great time this year. We've had fantastic participation. I'm going to run down a few numbers before we get to the actual draw. So let me tell you that we had 83 friends of the club buy into Wine Survivor. That meant a total intake for the club of $1,245. So thank you so much for investing in your club. But then the real fun started when we had our weekly or bi-weekly tribal councils, and people started getting voted off the island. And well, thank you so much for swimming back to the island and buying back on, because we had 130 people buy back onto the island. That means $1,300 additionally came into the club for this draw, which meant we're going to bring in just over $2,500 to the club, and we're having a pretty good time doing it. What do those numbers mean to you? Well, 6 of you have already enjoyed some vino on the club's dime. Every time someone bought back in, they were put into the weekly draw and had a chance to win a bottle of wine. So 6 of you have already had a chance. So we had 83 bottles of wine. That left us with 77 bottles to give away in our final draw. So tonight, you want your name to be one of the last 4 names coming out of the hat tonight. Well, it's not a hat; it's a bowl. It's a blue bowl. It's better than a hat, I promise you. You want your name to be one of the last 4 names coming out. If yours is the 4th last name drawn out of this bowl, you're going to walk away with 8 bottles of wine. Not bad. But if you're the 3rd last drawn, you're going to walk away with 11. The 2nd place name that comes out of this beautiful blue bowl, 19 bottles of wine. And the grand champion, and I kind of hope it's one of the people that have bought back in many, many times, is going to walk home with 39 bottles of quality wine. Every bottle of wine, you know, is at least $15, which is like $7 more than I usually pay for a bottle of wine. So that's pretty good wine that you're going to be getting there. Okay, so a couple of other bits of information. We had a little bit of extra fun this week. We threw in a couple of immunity necklaces. And of course, it was a professional investigator, Officer Steve Guerra, that led the team that found both of those necklaces. So he and Victoria are going to have the benefit of those necklaces the first time we draw their name out of the blue bowl. Maybe they won't even get drawn out until the very end anyway. But the first time they're drawn out, they'll be thrown back in. We also like to reward loyalty here at the club. So in the past, anybody that bought back in all 6 draws automatically got an immunity necklace. Well, this year we didn't have anybody that got hit all 6 times. The electronic gods that do the drawing were a little more equitable this year, and nobody got hit all 5 times. But we did have 2 club members that were hit 5 out of those 6 times and bought back each of those 5 times. So those 2 club members, Rick Chiavetti and Brian Brooks, you get an immunity necklace too. Okay, here's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to start drawing out these names. We'll be here all night. Remember, there's 62 names left in the bowl, so it's going to take us all night if we do it one at a time. I'm going to draw out a few here. Notice that I have it above my eye level here, so that I can't draw out my daughter's name or draw out Gary's name first or something like that. So actually, never mind. Gary's not in here right now, so Gary's not getting some big prizes tonight. Here we go. All right. I've drawn out a few names. Remember, you don't want to hear your name right now. Corin Bodner. Sorry, first name out. Oh, Julia. Now, Julia's watching from way up north. Julie's watching from beautiful downtown Mistissini, which is exactly 1,200 miles north of nowhere. Sorry, Julia. Keep watching, though. You never know. I'll share my wine if I wind up doing a little bit better. Judy Ledbetter. Dennis McNish. Oh, Jane. Jane Curtis. Our awesome manager. Jane is not going to be bringing back a bunch of wine this year. Okay, let's grab out a few more unlucky folks. A few more unlucky folks we've got. Oh, there's Brian Brooks. Remember I said Brian got a free pass because he was so loyal to the club? Brian, you're back in the hat there. Teresa Mizzen. No joy for Teresa Mizzen this draw. Oh, Ed Robinson, I thought you were going to win it all this time. You still got one in there. You still got Nancy. Maybe Nancy will share some wine with you. Who have we got here now? Lloyd Emerson. Lloyd. Oh, great ice. But great ice doesn't get you any wine in this game. I'm sorry about that. And Rick Chiavetti. Rick Chiavetti, another loyal person. Bought back 5 out of 6 times. Your name is back in the bowl. All right, let's mix them up a little bit more. Let's see what we've got now. So, Chris Brimacombe. No joy for Chris this draw. Bud Andrus. Sorry, Bud. Donna Lott. Gary Groves. Kara Rach is gone. I'm sorry to hear that. Peter Bacon. Peter was so sure he was going to win. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that, Peter. Penny Stalin. Penny just left. Oh, you may wonder why I'm sitting in the curling club not wearing a mask. Well, I happen to be engaged in one of the few activities that I can sit down and be maskless at the curling club. So that's why I'm not wearing a mask. I don't think you can hear me properly without a mask, with a mask anyway, but just to make it all legal, I'm sitting here and imbibing so that I'm legal with the mask. Now, that being said, I'm probably breaking several Canadian broadcast standards, but I would rather be in trouble with the Broadcast Standards Association than with Jane being in the club unmasked. Okay, so we're legal. Also voted out. Oh, Ed, I gave you false hope. Nancy Whiteman is gone. Shannon Norris is gone. Oh, Rick Fleming is gone. I'm sure he'll have a great joke about it, though. And Doug Lutz, one of our great supporters from the Garrison Club that's joined us this year. I'm grabbing out another big handful here. Jenny Langlois. Sorry, Jenny. Scott Burton. Sorry about that, Scott. Lynn Cairns. Sorry, Lynn. Wendy Modler. Oh, Wendy's out there on the ice. Should I tell? No, I won't tell her. I'll tell her when she gets off the ice. Wayne Koval. Wayne is right now, he's probably halfway back from Florida, and he's probably driving quickly because he's so sure he's going to win this wine. Sorry, Wayne. Sue Walls. Sue Walls was just sitting here a minute ago, too. She's unfortunately not in it. Liz DeVries was sitting with, it must be an unlucky table, because she was sitting with Miss Rose Butler. Sorry, Rose. Jane Spear. Oh my gosh, there were all those people sitting at that table are gone now. Larry Deere. Sorry, Larry. Debbie Fowler, board member. See, doesn't do you any good. No advantage to being a board member. Linda McNish. Sorry, Linda. All right, we're getting a little smaller now. There's still quite a few in here, so mix them up a little bit. Grab out a few more. Okay, there's a good pile. Okay, Dave Tamblin. Oh, Dave, he'll probably write about this in Tamblin's Corner in the next newsletter. Let's see. Carolyn McNeil. Sorry, Carolyn. Bill Saunders. Awesome senior curler. Here's a double one. Liz and Jim Sub. Now, these guys went all 6 draws and never got hit once. So, a little less sympathy here. Jim and Liz. Let's see. Sue Ferris. Another person that was sitting over there. Let's see. Taddy Mabby. Junior White. Junior's a big supporter. Angela Sawyer. Sorry, Angela. Oh, there's the other Fowler. Sorry, Craig. We're done. Oh, Pearl bought back in a lot too. Pearl Wood, I'm sorry that I've picked your name there. Oh, for a second time, Brian Brooks. Sorry about that, Brian. That necklace only gets you one shot. Oh, at least you lasted longer than Rick, Rob Yankee. And let's see, Bob Bouvier. Bob Bouvier is gone. We're getting a little smaller here now. What do we got left there? Okay. Let's see. Kevin Napier. Sorry, Kevin. Diane Norris. Sorry, Diane. One of the many McNitches in the draw. Damon is no longer in it. Let's see. Steve Guerra. Remember, Steve found one of those elusive immunity necklaces, so Steve is back in the bowl. Jim Palmer. Now, he's a really good guy. He should go back. No, no. All right. I'm out. Maybe I'll just go home. No, I won't go home. Let's see. Ellen Street. Sorry, Ellen. No wine for you this year. Lynn Van Dale. Lynn's out on the ice. Sorry, no wine for Lynn either. Let's see. Marty Mangan. Sorry, Marty. You're done. All right. Now, we've got, let me see, 2, 4, 6, 8. There's about 8 names left in there after these. So let's see. Christine Gordon. We won't be dropping off wine to Christine. Oh, Steve. Sorry, that necklace only did you once. But you know what? We haven't pulled Victoria yet. She's still got her necklace to go too. Patty Moore. Great member of my mixed team. Sorry, Patty. You got down close to the end. Oh, there's Victoria Guerra. This is the last active immunity necklace. Victoria, you're going back in here, but this is your last chance. And who else? Al Ailing. Okay, I'm going to give this a really good stir now because we're getting down there. I'm going to start picking them one at a time. Rob Cannon. Oh, Rob, I was rooting for you. Rob did really well in our first Wine Survivor. I think he finished second. Rob Cannon's not going to finish fourth, third, second, or first this year. Greg Smith. Greg Smith, vice president of the club, still doesn't get you a Final Four in Wine Survivor, apparently. Keith Edgley. Close. No cigar, Keith. It's getting pretty small in here. Not too many left. Steve Buckley. Another member of my Friday night industrial team. Who we got here now? Nancy Ledbetter. Oh, Nancy did really well one year. What am I down to now here? One, two, three. Oh, there are 5 left in here. I'm going to give it a really good stir. So the bad news is, this is the last name that is not going to win something. And here we are. I was rooting for you, Victoria. Victoria Guerra, just out of the money. All right. This is the 4th last name. I'm just checking to make sure we actually do have 4. 4th last name. So for 8 bottles of wine, 8 bottles of wine will be going to, Rick Chiavetti. Aren't you glad you bought back in 5 times, Rick? Rick Chiavetti, 8 bottles of wine. Congratulations, Rick. Now, for 11 bottles of wine, 3rd place finisher, 15% of the total. I'm running out of ones to grab here. Okay. Andrew Lundman, board. So I guess being a board member doesn't mean you're not going to win something. One of our board members, Andrew Lundman, is taking home 11 bottles of wine. There are 2 names left in here. One of these names is going to be our our runner-up, winning 19 bottles of wine, and then our ultimate survivor, 39 bottles of wine. Give it a really good stir. And here we go. This is your 2nd place wine survivor, Jamie Burton. Jamie Burton, good friend of Jane Curtis, is winning 19 bottles of wine. Now, your ultimate wine survivor of 2022, you're not going to believe it, Steve Curtis. Steve Curtis, who over the 3 draws, he and Jane have probably brought, of the 3 times we've done Wine Survivor, Steve and Jane have probably bought back more than anybody else. There couldn't be a more deserving winner. Steve Curtis, you are winning 39 bottles of quality vino. Couldn't be a better winner. So folks, sorry to disappoint most of you, but absolutely thrilled to have that vino going to some very deserving people. So we will be in touch with delivery options or pickup options, and thanks for tuning in to our final edition of Wine Survivor 2021-2022. See you in the fall with a brand new edition of Wine Survivor.